December 2017, I flew into Nigeria from the US, came in for the holidays, and on my way from the airport to my house in Lekki, there was a little bit of a traffic. So, of course, there are people that sell when there is traffic, hawkers, and And I saw this particular man. He looked a bit old, maybe mid-60s. I could actually tell because he, looked like my father's age, and I was like, what's this old man doing on the road? And he was selling ice cream, 15 naira ice cream. And while he was trying to sell to this particular car, the traffic started moving. So he wanted to end that transaction. So he was chasing down the car, but he missed a step and fell into the car lane. And an oncoming truck, who wasn't paying attention, I guess, crushed him and killed him right in front of me. This man did not die because he stole, or because he raped somebody, or because he did anything against the constitution of this country. He simply died just trying to fend for his family. And right there and then, I knew his wife and kids are waiting for daddy to come home with whatever he made that day to feed. But he died. When I got home that night, I couldn't sleep. Literally couldn't sleep. I was up all night. And I had to go out the next morning. And when I went out the next morning, I saw thousands of them on the road. There were plenty. And that was when the gift challenge started, if you remember. I started a gift challenge where I was, going out on the streets and trying to see how many people we could get up. So I looked and I realized that I can't help, there was no way I could have helped everybody. And I thought about it. I said, okay, I have about 1.8 million followers. If I can make a post, help one person and make a post and challenge people to give to different people wherever they are in this country, I will not only be helping that one person, but if 10% of my followers does that, we'll be helping 180,000 people off the streets. That was what bettered the Gift Challenge project. See, that came with a lot of criticism and a whole lot of, why are you doing it for social media and all that? But one thing you should know is whenever you're doing something and your spirit is at peace with it, and the people that love you are at peace with it, and your God is at peace with it, and your spiritual leaders don't say anything wrong with it, go ahead and do it. So that is not even the point. I sat down and I couldn't take the decadence, the decay, because in America, when you see somebody beg in the streets of LA, 80%, 85% of the time, these are people on drugs. These are people that want money to do drugs. Because you see, the government have provided a rehabilitation center for whoever is either laid off job, or whoever had a horrible credit score, or whoever is going through tough time in life. The US system have a way of bringing you back, But one of the disadvantages of being in that rehabilitation program is you cannot do drugs. So when you see people on the streets in New York, in California, mostly they do drugs, right? Because if they really want to eat, all you have to do is at the end of the day, go to McDonald's and ask them to give you food. They'll freely give you what they have left over that they can't sell the next day is a lot. So the problem in the US is not basic necessities, basic needs of what human beings want. In Nigeria, people literally go to beg for food. A young guy I'm training told me he has stolen a lot of times. I said, what did you steal? He said, food. Sometimes when he begs and he has tried to do one or two, it doesn't work. He said he will go and steal bread. He was more like confessing to me. And I looked and I said, okay, what are we doing about this? And I realized that 80% of Nigerian youths do nothing else but talk on social media. They just wait for that blog to post something so that they'll have something to be excited about. They'll be happy, and I realized something, that there are very few people that do and so much talk. For the past 30 years, they've been talking. In 2017, when I started that project, I wanted to go ahead and do other things to help people. And I was sitting with somebody, and when I was sharing my vision and my dream and how I want to help as many people as the person said one thing. I'm trying to not mention the person's name or gender so that you can't tell who I'm talking about. The person told me one thing, looked at me straight in the eye and said, why are you wasting your money helping people? Why are you a young boy? Put your money, invest your money in something else. Why are you investing on people that you have nothing to benefit from? Mind you, this is on a federal level, government official on a federal level. And I met a couple of them, and I realized this was a thing. I have entered places in this country, and when I try to voice out what I feel is the problem, especially with the Nigerian youth, I see how nonchalant they don't listen. Let me just say this here. They don't care. Now, by saying that, let me also state that I have seen very few of them that are not only passionate about the transformation of this country, but are doing the best they can. I cannot rule out those good ones. It will be unfair on some Nigerian politicians to say that all of them are corrupt. No. It would be unfair to say that all of them don't care. No. I've seen some that care. But how many are they? Now, when I went to these places in Abuja, and I realized that they don't care about what you're saying, the unemployment, they don't care. They don't care. There is no conscience anymore. The kind of money I have heard go to local government, and I look at that local government and I wonder, where is it? They don't care. Listen, if you're a Nigerian youth, I heard there are more than 40 million unemployed Nigerian youths. Let me tell you the truth. If they empty the whole parastatal, the whole government parastatal, and say, replace everybody with unemployed youth, it will not be enough to take you guys. So if you're trying to finish school and try to get a job, have this in mind. Bureau of Statistics of 2010 states that 500,000 people graduate from the university every year, and less than 10% of that number get a job. And 8% of that 10% is based on who you know. So only 2% go to get the merited job. And while you're still trying to wrap your head around that, another 500,000 graduates the next year. And another 500,000. Now you know why they have more than 40 million people without job. And I found out that this thing was bigger than me. And I said, okay, what do I do? Because, this thing starts from you. And I realized I had a platform and I had a little voice. I said I will use my own voice and my platform to help as many people as I can. I cannot begin to mention how many people we've not only gotten out from the streets, but we've brought back to life. What am I trying to say? It is time we see the truth. And by the way, the person that made that statement to me, how I should use my money and not care about the affairs of the citizens of this country, died. Yes, the person died in February this year. There is a beginning of a new dawn for the Nigerian youth. But you see, if I have a staff that is not really competent, before I fire that staff, I need to find somebody that can suit that position. How many young people, as we speak today, are ready to take spheres, the 7 spheres of government, of the society? If we want to tell ourselves the truth, because when you ask of a young leader to lead you, and it's still going to come from. That was when I was mentioning the importance of a paradigm shift. How going to Harvard alone does not qualify you to be a leader. How going to Princeton or going to Oxford does not qualify you. It's good, but it's not the only qualifications you need. Because I have also seen in this country someone that went to Harvard, came back and looted 10 billion. They were pursuing him on around. Intelligent young man. So there's a train of the head, there's a train of the hands, but there's a train of the heart, which is where you have character, integrity, compassion. Where you will see someone's pension money and you will not steal it. Where you will see people going through. I have been into places in this country that I wonder, are people really living here? It's time for us to stop talking and start working on ourselves. Listen to me. The Bible says that the earnest expectation is waiting for the manifestations of the sons of God, not children. There's a difference. The Bible did not say children of God. The Bible said sons of God. Who are sons? People that take responsibility. People that look at the truth and call it what it is. People that don't only focus on what social media is saying, what this blog is saying, but people that are making conscious effort to see how they can change their own environment. And if you're somebody, you have a big platform, you must not be in politics, because that is the mistake most people get. Am I the Nigerian government? You don't have to be the Nigerian government to make an impact in your society. Whether you're in entertainment, whether you're in economy, whether you're in the civil service, in your own locality, if we all begin to do something, you will see how many people we can get off from this thing. Listen, we are all we have. It's a very painful thing to say, but the truth of the matter is that nobody cares about us. I don't do what I do because I'm a billionaire. I do what I do because we are all we have. I've gone to slums, I've seen kids look at me with the hope of, please, if only I can leave this place and go to school. If only I can leave this place and not bother about if rain is coming. I've seen such things. It is time for the young people to begin to take responsibilities. Do not bother. There is no system in the country, first of all. There is no accountability in the country. So if you're waiting for when this person will be brought to justice, where this person is going to take another 50 years. Boliana Kiatesh Ada. So what is going to happen is that there is a beginning of a new dawn. And there's going to be a removal of the old wine and a replacement of the new wineskin. But the big question is, are you ready? If you're put in that position, can you actually change something? It's not only something that one person can do. It's not only something that the president can do. Okay, you put a good president. What about the other people around it? There is a shift going on, and I know what I'm saying. I have seen it. But the earnest expectation is waiting for those ones that are responsible to take the mantle and run with it. We are saved to save others. We are blessed to bless others. We have complained about the corruption. We have complained about the decadence. What is the next thing? We know the what. 2 more things remaining. How and when. Ask God to become an instrument that He will use in these days. The Nigeria they talk about as fraudsters and all that is going to change in no time. Watch. But will you be part with those people that will make those transformations?